All right, as we told you at the top of the show, Erie County District Attorney John Flynn is telling party leaders he's considering stepping down before his term ends.
DA Flynn joins us now to talk about what is next for his career. John, thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
Thank you.
So first, tell us a little bit about what is behind this decision.
Well, the first decision that I made was that I'm not going to run for re-election next year. That was the first and foremost decision. I quite frankly, I made that decision 8 years ago when I first ran for office. I pretty much told everyone that, I believe in term limits myself. I believe, quite frankly, in being consistent and not being hypocritical. And when I was on a town board in Tonawanda, we established term limits, and I've always believed in term limits. And so I made it clear to everybody that I was only going to do 2 terms. So my decision now basically codifies that decision. And then, I just want to be transparent and let people know that, there is a possibility that I may leave early next year before my term is up. But I'm not as far along as Congressman Higgins is and his negotiations. All right, he was able to negotiate with Shays, and get to a point. I'm not there yet, so I'm still exploring. I'm still negotiating, and depending on how that works out, we'll see how things shake out.
So here's the question, because you invoked Congressman Higgins' name. Of course, anyone who has been paying attention over the past couple of weeks has seen we've been talking a lot about political dominoes that will be falling over the next couple of months all across Western New York. Are you interested in the 26th congressional district seat?
Absolutely not.
Are you interested as a result because all eyes are pointing to Tim Kennedy fulfilling that seat? At least right now, he's the only one who's declared. Are you interested in Senator Kennedy's Senate seat?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
No, I have no further ideas about public office right now. As far as Congress is concerned, I mean, Congressman Higgins is leaving because the place is dysfunctional. Why would I go somewhere that's dysfunctional? That's just not in my DNA. Plus, Dave, it's a pay cut too. I'm not taking a pay cut.
So you mentioned you are exploring your options. We've heard private practice.
Yes.
What's next for you?
Well, yeah. So I'm definitely going back in the private sector. I'm just going to, I've been talking to folks. I'm exploring a lot of possibilities out there, but it'll definitely be in the private sector. That's a given.
What do you think, because you and I sat down in 2021, that was when you first said that you were not going to be running officially on the record, officially not running for re-election.
Yep.
So that's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
Obviously, your mind has not changed in that time, but I'm wondering if you have pulled in any new observations from your work over the past 1.5 terms. What are you seeing in this community in terms of trends, crime, as on your way out, you might be telling your successor, hey, keep an eye on this, or hey, this is a good way to approach this?
Well, the 2 biggest things we got right now are car thefts and retail crime. Those are by far the 2 biggest things. Fortunately, we've been able to get back on the right track as far as homicides and shootings. As we all know, we had a tremendous uptick during COVID. Those numbers are now going back down. As a matter of fact, our homicides and shootings are now lower than they were pre-pandemic. So we have done a great job in combating that. But once you tackle one problem, something else pops up. And right now, it's retail crime and it is car thefts. The car thefts, kind of surprisingly, are located here in Western New York. Retail theft is nationwide. So, those are the things that we're combating right now, and those are the things that I'm focused on.
I'm curious, when you say that you have not yet made up your decision, if I might ask, what is the impetus that you foresee that could help you make that decision? Is it timing? Is it finding a law practice, finding a law partner? Is it your family? Is it a personal decision? What is the thing that will push that first domino for you?
It's clearly a personal family decision for me to go in prior practice. I mean, obviously. So, my family is first and foremost to me. And, obviously I'm in a position now where I am marketable. Let's be honest, okay? I am marketable, and I'm in a position now where I'm an attractive candidate to private practice. So I'm obviously going to use that marketability. Now, the timing just depends, on where I go. You know, I mean, in general, with any business, some businesses may be busy and say, hey, we need someone on this date right here. If I bypass that date, I lose an opportunity. Another business may say, hey, we had someone leave, and therefore we're looking to replace someone, but that person's leaving, say, on March 1st, and we need you on March 1st. So I'm not going to pass up a business opportunity if it arises. So those are the things that I'm considering.
Well, you have a lot to consider.
Yes.
Right? Unfortunately, our time is short. Erie County District Attorney John Flynn, thank you so much for coming in and speaking with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, let's toss things